Now we should be good.
Oh, okay. So thank you, Hoodie and Chris. Apparently, like, maybe it was probably me.
And welcome back to Geek Say. We're back. It's Friday and we're having fun. And now you can hear us. So there's technical difficulties for you.
That's our favorite pastime, is technical difficulties.
So if you can monitor the chat, Colleen.
I mean, sure, totally. I'll do all the things.
I can't do it from here.
Okay. Oh, yay. Okay.
So you should be able to do that. So we're going to be talking about Ghost in the Shell since we got to see it.
Oh, and then Hopeful Survivor had told us there was no sound either because I wasn't checking the chat.
How
do I chat in the chat? So I can be like, hello, peoples.
Should type in the bottom. And hit enter.
And then Bob the Builder's over there. Okay. All right. So let's start over.
Okay.
Rewind. Okay, you did your intro. Go ahead. I'm good now.
Well, I don't know what you were doing. You threw me off a little bit.
I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get used to doing all the things. And
do you want to switch?
Oh. Okay. Wait. Did y'all hear that? He's offering to switch with me. Like, I could be in that chair over there. I've never been in that chair over there. What do y'all think? Should I switch and be in the big chair, or should I stay? I'm asking the peeps.
So, Ghost in the Shell. We went to go see that.
It's a movie. Yes.
When it came out. And
well, people might not know that we have a movie problem.
We do have a movie problem. We like to watch a lot of movies.
Like every Friday, practically, we go to at least one movie.
It's invisible.
Are we talking about the movie or not?
Go ahead.
I think you need to switch. Everybody's saying we should switch.
Okay.
You're distracting me.
Anyway, so we watched Ghost in the Shell. Right?
Yeah.
I've seen the original anime, and I liked it. And I know they were talking about whitewashing this movie because they had Scarlett Johansson play Major.
Yes. Okay. And then I forgot the name of the actress that they said that they were thinking that they should have used, who would have been a Japanese actress or an actress of Asian descent. I'm sure that there are numerous ones who would have fit the character being cast in that character role. However, herein lies the rub, right? Yes, they would have been good for the movie if you knew anything about what Ghost in the Shell was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if people are just going to see the movie because they've seen Ghost in the Shell, the anime, they understand the anime, and they're wanting to see what an interpretation of it is in live action, then yes, you don't want to whitewash it, right? But
I kind of get you there, because you're saying, but it's got to be made for the masses, and not everybody necessarily knows about Ghost in the Shell. Maybe not everybody knows about a certain actor because they're not as big as Scarlett Johansson. So, in order to make money, they need to go through and, get a better, not necessarily a better actress, but get a better known actress to be able to push that to everyone. Because not everyone wants to see Scarlett. Did I say Charlotte? Scarlett.
You did say Charlotte.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that was the point that I was going to make. Sorry. That was the point that I was going to make. Hi, Patrick. Was that... So, as geeks, let's all be honest. You're a geek. I'm a geek. People watching are geeks. So we have our favorite genre of stuff, right? I tend to be a book person. I used to be very big on the bandwagon. Like, I don't like that movie. It's not like my book. I don't like that. It's not like my book. I don't like that. There are comic book geeks that just hate the comic book movies. I don't like it. It's not like my comic book. I mean, let's not even get started on why people hate Transformers, right? So I think that people...
Oh, did you hear that, like, he has stories for the next 14 Transformers? Michael Bay does?
No, he's done. This is it. This is the last one.
He said that
This is the
recently.
last one.
Well, apparently not.
Anyway, you're traumatizing people. So you hijacked what I was going to talk about.
Go ahead.
Never mind.
No, go ahead.
I just don't think that... I just don't think that people that are making these genre of movie anymore are making it for us geeks anymore. Because we're going to hate it to begin with. And we're going to maybe rush and watch it, but it's a gamble. Right? With Star Wars, you can pretty much say everybody's going to rush and see it, right? With some of the superhero movies, they're getting to the point...
What do you mean by rush and see it?
Like, you're going to pay that full
Rush
ticket price.
and see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to pay the full ticket price.
I thought you said Russian see it.
Yeah, only the Russians are going to go see it. So only the Russians among us.
I just didn't
geeks.
know what why is it a Russian scene? See it.
No. So I think in order to count on revenue, right? Because you have to make up for these huge budgets. Because it was $110 million to make Ghost in the Shell. Because that's what I wanted to look.
Mm-hmm.
It was $110 million to make that movie. Because if you want to make it right and have all the effects, it's money. Right? So they're probably not going to be able to count on the anime crowd to give them $220 million in revenue at the box office. Because you want to kind of double your revenue, right? So I think they had to go with Scarlett Johansson, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or somebody like her, so that they could get that revenue. But then what happens to those of us that are watching these things because it is our passion? Do we just kind of see what that monetary sensationalized twist of the story is and accept it for what it is? Or do we keep like kind of ranting about it? What do you think?
I don't know. Personally, for me, I like the movie. And I have seen, and there was a lot of scenes reminiscent of the original. But I don't know. I like to see the movie for what it is. If you even the Marvel stuff, it's not exactly as how it is in the comic books, but people still like it. I don't know what they've grasped that. No, because people even gripe about the Marvel movies.
Yeah, but they go.
They go anyway. But I think it was a little easier to get tickets for Ghost in the Shell because they hyped it up with the whitewash stuff so much that it just kind of destroyed it a little bit.
Yeah, they're not going to make it. I was looking to see where they were at. And opening weekend, they only made $18 million. Overall, in the U.S., they've only made $24 million. And then in foreign, they've made $50 million. So they're at about $74 million. They're not even going to make up the budget for the film.
Mm.
And they... I mean, it's hard because fans want to see, some of us that are fans, we want to see some of these things, right? Some of these that are a little more obscure that maybe people won't know about. Although Ghost in the Shell is probably a more popular anime than some of the other ones.
Yeah. Well, mainstream. It's more mainstream.
Right. It's more mainstream. So we want to get some of these things made, but then how do we I don't know, how do you get them made? I mean, I know that there are fan films and stuff that are low budget that are pretty good that people like. Do we stick with that kind of stuff, or do we keep trying to get the media outlet, not the media outlets, the like movie outlets to try to build these things up? I don't know.
No, but even with like, I don't know, everybody has such issues with everything. They had issues with Jennifer Lopez playing Selena back in the day because she wasn't Mexican, she was Puerto Rican. That was a big thing.
Right.
The day. Back in the, what, 90s?
Yeah, I think so.
And, I don't know. I think people should just enjoy movies for what they are and not necessarily I think it would have done better had they not, whitewashing, let's boycott it, do this and that.
But then you have to wonder, like, how many, and maybe I'm cynical because of watching Kevin Smith.
Mm-hmm.
So I begin to wonder how many of these movie executives and people are using some of this negativity because it's good advertising, right? So
I don't think this was one just because it went completely the wrong way. And I knew it was going to go the wrong way because of what it was. Because this country has become so sensitive to everything.
I don't think that's necessarily the case. I really don't think that that's the case at all.
That the country has become sensitive to everything?
That's why the movie didn't do well.
Did you not enjoy the movie?
I liked the movie, but I don't know anything about Ghost in the Shell. I went to the movie because I like movies. Like, I'll go to pretty much any movie. Like, I will go and go and go and go and go to a movie and go to a movie. You and I go to movies. That's pretty much all we do for dates, is go on movie dates because we like movies. So, I don't think that people didn't go because of Scarlett Johansson. Like, I think that people didn't go because they don't know what the heck Ghost in the Shell is, and they thought that it looked like, you know, something they didn't want to know about. Because with the comic book characters, people kind of know who they are, right? You kind of know who Iron Man is. You kind of know who the Hulk is. Somebody's watched the TV shows or something, so you kind of understand the comic book world, even though you're not a geek and you don't really like it. Mm-hmm. So people went to those because they kind of got it. People don't get Ghost in the Shell. They either don't know what the heck it is at all, period. They just don't get it, so they're not willing to just go out there and try it out. I think that is where the problem lies. I don't think it had anything to do with, not that it didn't have anything to do with it, I should backtrack that, because I'm sure that some people didn't go see it because of the Scarlett Johansson issue.
A lot of people didn't go see it for the Scarlett Johansson thing. A ton of people didn't.
I don't know. I don't know if it's that big of an issue. I mean, people want to spout off and say it is, but I don't know if it's that big of an issue.
Well, it didn't make a whole lot of money, so.
I just don't think it made a whole lot of money because nobody cared. It's just like, I don't know, but there have been a lot of these weird, like things that should have been certain ethnicities, and they're casting all of these, you know, big name actors in it because they're trying to draw people in, and they just don't work. Like, what was that? Help me out. What was that Gods of Egypt movie?
Yeah.
That had Gerard Butler in it, and the guy that plays Jaime Lannister on Game of Thrones.
Gods of Egypt.
It's called Gods of Egypt. Oh, okay. It's called Gods of Egypt. Yeah, they were like a Scottish dude and a British dude, right? So, I don't know. It didn't work. Like, it was okay, but it didn't really work.
No, that one didn't, but I think that one was more of a B movie.
Maybe.
It seemed like more of a B movie.
Or like, what about the one with Matt Damon where he's on the Great Wall of China? Like, why is Matt Damon on the Great Wall of China? He's super white. Like, go home, Matt Damon. You don't belong in China. Like, you know, give me Jackie Chan or something. Like, I don't know. Maybe these
But then you have great stories like The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, but that storyline is specifically about a white dude who goes in.
Yeah, but number one, this is the future. Who's to say that someone of Anglo descent wasn't living in Japan at the time? And they changed the way she looked. So apparently before she was Asian before they made the changes to her. Because her mom didn't know who she was. I don't think she was playing an Asian character. She was just playing a character. We need to get away of, oh, they have to be this ethnicity in order to be... Oh, you can't be Spider-Man and be Hispanic, and they've had a Puerto Rican Spider-Man. They have a Chinese Superman.
See, I mean, some people are saying that, yeah, some of it was, that, but a lot of it is people just don't know what it is. Like, there just wasn't enough interest in it, I think. I think that was the problem. There just wasn't enough interest in it.
I don't know about that. You put someone like Scarlett Johansson in something like skin-tight outfits.
Well, that's why they made $24 million.
Yeah, that's...
That's the only reason they made $24 million. Had it not been Scarlett Johansson, I bet they would have made like $4 million.
I bet had that not been an issue, they would have made their money and more.
I guess.
It could have been a franchise.
We'll never know.
Not now. But then again, and you see that it makes more in other countries than it does in our own country.
That's always true. That's always true.
Because they like the movie.
Sprout Girl said that the images and scenes looked great, but the story was mismatched and thin.
But then again, when you're introducing it to the masses, you have to kind of tone down some of the stories of it. Just because there's a lot of stuff that may mean something to people that watch anime, but it doesn't necessarily mean something to everybody.
Yeah, for me, I had never seen it before. I had never seen Ghost in the Shell. I mean, I've heard of it, obviously, but I've never seen it. So the movie, for me, didn't bother me. I liked the whole story of, like, her kind of finding out that she wasn't the first, and kind of going and finding her, I don't want to give too much away, but like kind of going and finding where she came from, kind of that, making it through that memory loss, and that you kind of saw coming, right? It's kind of, you've seen enough movies at this point to know what's going to happen, right? So she kind of finds out who she is and has to avenge what happened to her or whatever. So it was all of that kind of stuff, which I thought was, pretty predictable and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how close it was. Let's see. This says Mamoru Oshii, the anime director, said he had no issue with the casting of Scarlett Johansson since the character is a cyborg, and despite her name, her physical form is an assumed one.
That's what I was saying, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering if that's what I'm wondering. I mean, I kind of disagree with you. Like, I think that putting Scarlett Johansson in there didn't kill the revenue. I think that it was something else.
That's okay. You can be wrong.
Everybody in the chat agrees with me. They were okay with Scarlett Johansson. It was just, some of it was, some people are saying that they were Ghost in the Shell fans and they went. They didn't have high expectations and they went, and, they were like, yeah, it was about what I thought it was because it was made for the masses, I mean, I think people are starting to get more used to that, that watering down of their fandom just to get it out there, and some of us are okay with it so that it's out there.
And maybe it'll make it up on the DVD sales, because a lot of times that happens.
Well, yeah, you had that happen with Batman versus Superman, even for me too, because I wanted Batman versus Superman to be so good, and I was so let down by some of the choppiness of it. And then when you see the director's cut,
when you see the extended cut, it's a different story, and it explains everything better.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's too bad it didn't do as well as I wanted it to. I really liked it. For me, I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. So I don't know. I liked it. I mean, I thought it was predictable. You kind of know what's going to happen, but I liked it. I liked the imagery in it. I liked the scenes in it. I liked some of the tech and stuff that they had. I don't know. I thought overall it was good. I didn't dislike it. I was glad that we went and saw it. So
Yeah.
it has made me want to go and see what the anime is really like, which I think is a good impact of these movies about fandom things, is
Then
that
they'll-
then
they'll
it can
lead
draw
people-
people in
Yeah.
to the actual fandom. So for me, that's something that I'm kind of willing to take from some of these watering downs of our fandom, is it can bring some of the general audience people into our fandom and let them experience that a little more than they would have had they not seen anything like this at all.
Right.
So
I don't know. I liked it.
Ministry of Inu Control says anime movie remakes are like DC comic movies. Even if the film is good, no one will come. Well, I don't know about that, because I don't know that there's been a good DC comic movie yet. So we'll have to see.
Sad.
Sick burn, Vince. You know, and it's sad because
Yet.
the Justice League.
It does look good. A lot of people are disappointed, but it looks good. But is that the best of what? Because the stuff that they were showing for Batman vs Superman, yeah, they were showing the best parts of it.
Yeah, totally.
And are they showing the best parts of Justice League? I don't know.
Yes, I'm with Sprout
I would
Girl.
like to hope now.
Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is going to kick people in the face. Yes. Sprout Girl, I'm so with you. That movie reminds me very much of that Agent Carter TV show.
Yeah.
It has that feel, and you get to go back to that time period, and she's trying to fit into the man's world and have her role and disguise herself, but she's like really gonna kick some butt, and she's pretty badass. And then, like, yes, I think the Wonder Woman is gonna trash all other DC movies, and it's gonna be the best one. I totally agree.
Yeah, I'm probably digging that. I think had they gone with Grant Gustin as the Flash, people wouldn't be saying, "Oh, DC doesn't make good movies." I really think Grant Gustin, if he was the Flash, would really make it. If they would do something with the guys on the TV shows, the DC TV shows, that would make money.
Hopeful Survivor saying he's not so sure he's too thrilled about Cyborg either. And Geeky Hoodie is not liking Aquaman. There are so many characters nobody likes. And this whole time I thought people didn't like the cinematography and like the darkness of it. So I don't know. And that's funny because I think
Zack Snyder, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And he was just like, well, I really like Grant Gustin as the Flash, but I don't think it just fits the darkness of what he has for the rest of it. But he's the Flash.
He's the Flash to those of us. Oh,
he's
Aquaman.
Barry Allen.
Hopeful Survivor says Aquaman looks badass in the movie, though. Yeah. Yeah, I think Aquaman looks like
I think it's
really like he's gonna.
It's a different reimagining of Aquaman.
He looks good. Like yeah.
Just like all of the Supermans have changed over the time after Christopher Reeve, because for me, Christopher Reeve is Superman. That's how I was first exposed to Superman, was through Christopher Reeve, and that's how I'll always
and Hoodie's
know
saying
Superman
that Cyborg was Teen Titans, which he was part of the Teen Titans, but didn't he become part of the Justice League?
Yes.
And that Hoodie says they needed to have the Green Lantern also.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
And poor Ryan Reynolds, bless his heart, he is an awesome Deadpool. He was not the greatest Green Lantern. So they definitely need to recast
I didn't
that.
hate Green Lantern. Neither did you.
I didn't hate it at the time because I was still getting my feet wet in some of these. Since the superhero movies have come so far and I look at it back in retrospect, yeah, I hated Green Lantern. I really only liked Green Lantern because Ryan Reynolds is so hot. He is like the hottest, like, second to you, honey. He is the second hottest man on the planet.
I also heard a while back that The Rock might reprise the role of Green Lantern.
The Rock?
But not as Hal Jordan, the other Green Lantern. What was the other Green Lantern's name?
You got me on that one. Hal Jordan's the only one I know, so.
Where's my phone?
I don't know. I don't know. I am still going to go see the Justice League. I tend to disagree with a lot of people who didn't like Ben Affleck as Batman. I love Ben Affleck's Batman. I'm going to stand by that. I am going to stand by that. But I liked Christian Bale's Batman too.
Yeah.
And of course I love Keaton, but you know, who doesn't love Keaton? Just
But I think Ben Affleck was more of a like Batman right before Batman Beyond.
He's a little older Batman, yes.
He's an older Batman.
He's a little older, a little more seasoned.
And kind of a lot more pissy.
But I think Ben plays that well. And I think Ben played both parts well. He's very believable as an older, you know, very composed. I'm holding myself like I am Bruce Wayne. I have seen this and experienced this, and I know all, and I am all, you know, and I'm a billionaire.
But not like a Playboy billionaire.
Right.
Because he's just older in season, and he knows
played...
what he knows. He likes what he likes.
Yeah.
And he just exists how I think an older Bruce Wayne or Batman should be.
Well, and I liked that whole cartoon, Batman Beyond. I loved that cartoon. So I like that aspect of, you know, Bruce Wayne getting up in his years and, like, you know, passing the torch on. So I like this Ben Affleck, like, right before that era where
I heard a while back they were thinking of doing a Batman Beyond live action. That would be cool.
I thought they were gonna do it with...
I would love for them to pass the torch.
Not Batman Beyond. What were they gonna do with the little boy who was in the last Christian Bale? He was in the Third Rock from the Sun show when he was a little boy.
Yeah, Gordon.
Yeah,
Levitt
Gordon Levitt. Something. I thought that they were gonna do Nightwing with him, or a Batman Beyond something. Like they were gonna let him take it on, and I thought, no, I'll watch that kid as Batman or as a character like that. I would definitely like he would have definitely.
But he can't be the
Batman
Beyond because that's not the Batman.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So Hoodie's saying he feels like if they were going to go with this, they should have gone with the original team. So Superman, Batman, Aquaman, Flash, Green Lantern, Martian Manhunter, and Wonder Woman. So Cyborg was later, much later. So is Martian Manhunter in the movie? Is he in the newest? I don't remember seeing him either, and I felt like he should be in the movie too. Especially since we're getting so much of him in Supergirl. I am really starting to dig the Supergirl show.
Finally.
Like, it's really started to catch on to me. Like, I thought at first, no way, but, so I'm really liking him as the Green Lantern. I'm really liking the Martian Manhunter character. So I would have loved to have seen him in the movie, too.
I like that we get to see Linda Carter as, she's POTUS. She's President of the United States in Supergirl. I'm loving that Supergirl has all these little cameos of all these actors that used to be part of all of these superhero shows before. Yeah, because they've done Terry Hatcher, and which was Mon-El's mother, which also played Lois in Lois and Clark. The Adventures of Superman, Lois and Clark, something like that.
Yeah.
Dean Cain, which was also in Lois and Clark, that played Superman and Clark in that movie, is in there. What's her name? Slater was Supergirl in the Supergirl movie.
Yes.
Who else? I don't know. They've done a bunch of tributes to a lot of people in there. Just like in The Flash, they do.
Hey,
John
Boss
Wesley
Squad.
Shipp.
Boss Squad just added us.
Hey, how's it going?
And then Ministry of Eno Control says, I'm waiting for the Doom Patrol movie announced back in '06. I didn't even know they had announced that. I never even seen Doom Patrol. I just had to look it up because I didn't even know what it was. And then Hopeful Survivor and Hoodie are now arguing about the Teen Titan comics in the 80s and saying that they were the best. No, they're not. I'm just kidding. You're a liar. No.
They're comics. Enjoy them all. I don't know. They all have a good story. Some have more.
Well, I always get flack because I actually like the Teen Titan cartoon that's on Cartoon Network.
The chibi-looking one.
Yes, I love that. I love Beast Boy and Cyborg, and they're kind of dumb, and Robin's really dumb, and yeah, I just like them all. And then I get because Matt's girlfriend Michelle is super into Teen Titans, and so she gives me a lot of flack. She's like, "Don't watch that ever. Stop watching that."
I think it's kind of cute.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm a cartoon girl. I like cartoons though.
It aims a lot of stuff at our generation.
Yeah.
Even though it's kind of sort of for kids, kind of like Looney Tunes used to be back in the day.
But I don't think I'm allowed to say that I like cartoons anymore because I haven't ever seen an episode of Rick and Morty.
Yes, you have.
I have?
Yes, you have. At Al's.
Oh, well, I guess I wasn't paying attention. So supposedly I need to sit down and watch Rick and Morty. I tried really hard to watch Adventure Time. There are a few of them that I kind of were like, okay, that's kind of funny. But I don't love Adventure Time. I don't know. Some of the newer stuff, I don't know. Oh my God, now they're deciding whether Starfire or Raven is better. Like Raven, that's who Matt's Michelle loves. She loves Raven. But
Too emo for me.
Puffy Ami Yummy. What song is that? Now I gotta look that up. Oh, since Hoodie's on, we should talk about Poppy some more. Because Hoodie would love that.
She releases a video like every day.
Stop talking about Poppy.
Really weird ones. My PlayStation 4 broke recently. It broke so bad I had to buy a new one.
Yes, and
Couldn't
then
fix it.
You totally bought a hard drive and pried it open and did all this technical stuff. Yeah, I bought an external hard drive
and I recorded what I did, so I'm eventually going to put that up.
No, he won't.
It's sitting right there by the computer, so I just need to hook it up. But yeah, no, I dismantled the external hard drive, took out the enclosure case, pulled it out, switched out the hard drive for this new hard drive in the new one, because I got the 500 gigabyte one, and I exchanged it for a 2 terabyte drive. So it's better than the Pro, because the Pro only does 1 terabyte. There's other things that are
too.
Yeah, it ended up being cheaper too than
because we're cheap.
That. There's a couple of things that might make things run a little smoother, but I'm not that big of a gamer to worry about that.
Well, I think we should put some more video games in our lives. I think it's time to add them back in. We never have any time, so once we get our couch back from your clothes, then I think we should totally play some more video games.
Well, our couch back, our clothes are on the couch because of the bathroom being remodeled. Once that's done,
you should have put an SSD in it. What's an SSD?
Solid state drive.
What does that mean?
That it doesn't have a disc. It's just like it's a smaller drive. They're more expensive though. That's the only thing. But they're very surprisingly, and not with the PS4 Slim, it's surprisingly easy to change out the hard drive, and it doesn't void the warranty when you do it. So that's a good thing.
So everybody's saying gamers are the best. Woohoo, gamers. So what is like a game that, like a quintessential game that you think Vincent and I should like jump into? Now, keep in mind
that I get motion sickness when I play first-person shooters.
Me too. Same here. Like literally, I will have to get up and go throw up. They bought me that Resident Evil game for the Wii, and I played it for 15 minutes. I got motion sick and had to go throw up. So keep in mind that Vincent and I can't play first-person shooters at all.
I can't do that.
We can't.
No. I have to take some Dramamine before I do it, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. But keeping that in mind, like, what are we going to do? And movie-wise, I don't know, Ministry. I haven't even heard of The Void. Or if I have, I don't remember.
The Void?
Yeah. Little Big Planet. The Void is a movie. Somebody said we should play Little Big... Sprout Girl said we should play Little Big Planet. Isn't that for babies? That game's for babies.
You know, I don't know. You know which one I always wanted to play? That one with the teddy bears.
I have that one.
I know you have that one. I've always wanted to play it.
I always wanted to play that too. What is that called? It's like the killer teddy bears. Tetris. Woohoo! Yes.
But ones that we haven't played. We've played Tetris.
Star Wars Old Republic. Hearthstone. Nier Automata. I've never even heard of that. I'm gonna have to look that up. Sprout Girl says no. It's not for babies. Little Big Planet is not for babies. I don't know, what is that killer teddy bear game? We're gonna have to play that one.
Yeah.
But is that for PlayStation? It's an old like PS3 or PS2 or something.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Conquer. Okay, we're gonna have to keep a list of all of these. Dust. I've never even heard of half of these. I'm like, I know about Overwatch because everybody's talking about it.
Overwatch.
Isn't there a monkey in armor on Overwatch?
And there's some things that you can play that you can switch it from first person to third person view, and I could be okay with that. But anything where you're changing camera angles a lot still gets me.
Oh, it's called Naughty Bear.
Naughty Bear, yes.
Naughty Bear. I totally want to play that. I have another one that I've been wanting to play that I've never played. And I want to try that too because I feel like maybe I could get some of my stress out with this. It's Fairy Tale something. It's on the Wii. And it's like the little fairy tale characters are like kind of chibi, but they kill people. Let me see. What is the name of that? Hold on. I'm gonna find it because I want to play that one too.
Chibi
like,
what?
We're gonna play all of these old school. They're fairy tale characters. It's called Fairy Tale something. Hold on.
You know, what was the name? That Alice in Wonderland.
I couldn't make it past the first jump in Alice in Wonderland.
I always wanted you to play that game.
I wanted that game so bad.
And it was so cool.
I'm going to have to figure out what that fairy tale one is. I think I still have it. So I think we're going to have to start doing some of that.
And start streaming it.
Oh, people would actually pay now to see you play something like Mirror's Edge because of your motion sickness, just to see you hurl. So that's what people on the internet want to see is they want to see you play games and then hurl. They want to see you get
sick.
Ooh, Kingdom Hearts. I heard Kingdom Hearts is good.
The original Kingdom Hearts?
Oh, now
that's good.
Patrick's saying bust out the Wii, couples compete.
No.
Oh my god, Minecraft? No way, Hopeful Survivor. I do not have the patience to like move little blocks all dang day. No way, dude. I can't even play board games that last more than like 2 hours and you want me to move blocks? F and F. Mr. T says Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, a lot of my students like FNF, so I don't know.
I've never seen. I've just seen like the characters from it.
The characters look cool, but they're little like killer like toy store characters. So maybe we could play FNF, and then I could have.
It kind of reminds me of like Meet the Feebles.
Oh my God, you're not allowed to talk about Meet the Feebles ever. Like, not on air. No, no. If Jonesy Cat is watching,
that's definitely
like, no.
What you should see.
No.
Is that.
Nobody watch that. Don't listen to
it.
him. Stop. Tune out for 2 minutes until he's done. Hopeful Survivor wants us to watch his videos of Minecraft. I will come to your workplace because I know where you work, Hopeful Survivor. And I will turn your workstation into Minecraft if you don't hush up. No, you know what?
We just saw him 2 days. Well, I saw him again because I had
lunch with a friend. Well, we don't want to tell the whole world where he works. But anyways, I actually love Minecraft Hopeful Survivor, and I'm going to tell you why. I don't love it for myself because I don't really want to play, but our kids played, and so I've seen it played. I love it because of all the things that it has in it that my students can turn back into science.
So they can relate things.
They can relate scientific concepts to that game, Minecraft, and we have those discussions all the time, and it is my favorite thing of the day. Like, I know tons of teachers who could not talk video games, could not talk the kids' language, or don't care to, and I think that's ridiculous. So I'm going to say it right now. Teachers, you guys should be playing some of these video games that these kids are playing, because you would be surprised, especially what science topics you can translate over and the kids will get it. Like, we were just talking...
not necessarily even playing the video games, just watch videos about people playing them. That you can grasp the concept.
I'll give you a real generic example, and it's not even that it was science specific, but the kids made this connection. And it wasn't Minecraft, it was another game. But anyway, we're talking about consumers, producers versus consumers, so plants versus animals, and then they have to know that there's a primary consumer, a secondary, and a tertiary. That's all they have to know, the extent of it. And some of my kids, they couldn't get...
if somebody doesn't know your fancy word, tertiary means third.
Third. They couldn't get primary versus secondary. Primary versus secondary. They were like, I can't ever remember which one eats the plants. So one of the little boys stands up and he's like, seriously, man? It's your primary weapon and your secondary weapon. You use this one first and the most, and you use this one second if that one's out. He's like, secondary sounds like second, it means second. He like went on this whole like video game rant. And the other little boy was like, oh, but I don't play Call of Duty that much. But it was perfect.
For me,
like,
I would have said, so what's the tertiary weapon?
What's the tertiary weapon? Your spitballs, you know?
Your knife.
That's funny.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Hoodie and Ministry, stop talking like that on the chat. Shame on both of you.
What are they saying?
I can't say it out loud.
Oh. What are they talking about?
Something that your girlfriend Poppy does. That has to Lego my ego and be blue.
Oh. Why?
To try to just upset you. There's grenades, Hopeful Survivor, in Minecraft. I don't know about all that. I don't want the kids to destroy things. I'm trying to teach them to, like, you know, build things up and make them better. So now there's Minecraft pyromaniacs. This is getting out of control in the chat. These people are losing it. Just losing it.
You start talking about games and it goes to the...
It goes to all kinds of crazy town. So what were you going to tell us about shoes? You were going to tell us something about shoes?
Yeah, there's a new shoe. If you click on that thing, it'll show you an image right up here.
I mean, I would totally love to.
On the
where
Adidas...
Futurecraft. There you go.
Adidas Futurecraft, right here. Am I close there?
Yeah, it's like it's like covering your whole hand at this point. There you go. That's better.
That is a 3D printed shoe. Sole. 3D printed sole. So it's supposed to be...
Patrick could do it.
It's supposed to be a...
Get on that, Nolan.
...custom shoe for Adidas. And it's supposed to be really good for athletes. So... I wanted to put two together. The sneakerheads that love shoes And the 3D printing generation, like Patrick that watches us all the time.
Nolan. There you go.
Check it out. So yeah, no. This is a new thing because I really like 3D printing, and eventually I'll get my 3D printer because Patrick keeps fixing it, and I think he almost has it now. So hopefully it'll be coming back soon and I can like print stuff. But yeah, they've gone through it where they're able to print it out specifically for the person's needs. So that's going to be it. So, yay, shoes. But it brings me back to the Air Mags. Why didn't they ever release them to the masses? Why won't they? What are they afraid of?
Everybody hates you, that's why. Everybody hates Vince, and he doesn't get his shoes. I don't know.
I want those shoes. Want them. Have to have them. I don't know. I don't know. This was kind of my lead into because I want those shoes. I really want those shoes.
So, Nolan, can you please 3D print Vince some Air Mags? You just need to figure out how to get them to auto lace. That's all he needs.
Yeah, auto lace.
You could auto lace them. Can't you just find the little girl that made it and just ask her to fix your pair? Like, I mean, you know, on the DL. Like, I really want it. Just make them.
Don't put Nike on it.
Don't put Nike.
Fine.
Nobody likes Nike anyway, except for tools.
New Balance should make it. Forget all the rest. New Balance. So I don't know. I really want those. Those look really cool.
The 3D printed ones?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot more exercising and whatnot. So we've gotten better shoes to be able to do some of these things that we do. But those are running shoes.
I took it down already.
They're gonna come out pretty soon, and then you can have fun. If you're into exercising, that's a new thing. That would be just for you.
Exercising, that's a bad word. No, I'm just kidding. We do it.
So, what was the last one? Arrow.
So, Hopeful Survivor is saying that the Air Mags were only like $300, Vince. That there was some vlogger named Cassie Neistat that bought them for $300.
If you got in at the time, but now they're not $300. I would have paid $300 for them.
That's what I said. But I thought they were going for like $3,000 now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I'd pay as high as $500, maybe.
Yeah, you probably would. I could see you doing that.
But no, I'll be. Well, if you can find one, let me know where it is, and I'll.
And he'll buy them.
If you can find them for $300, let me know.
What's your size? Tell everybody your shoe size.
9.
Get him a size 9. $300. He'll buy them.
And you'll see them on the show. That'll be cool. Or if Nike wants to give some to me, just give me some, and we'll promote you on our little show. But no, I'm digging it. We talked about a few things today. You know what's really been bothering me? A lot of stuff hasn't been happening in the geek world. Not a super huge. I mean, we've had movie releases and stuff like that.
I just think you and I have been too busy to be in the geek world. That's our problem.
Is it that we're?
Yeah. We've been too busy.
No, but even when I'm like researching stuff, I don't find stuff that's that interesting. You know? I look through stuff. I even try to go through like science stuff, and I don't even find like decent science stories, because I think more people are worried about our current president than a lot of other stuff.
People are a little concerned. Yeah.
So I don't know. People just start thinking about other stuff. He'll eventually shoot himself in the foot like he's already doing now.
Not a political show. Don't talk about it.
Well, when it comes down to it being always being about that anyway, I'm eventually gonna say something about it because I'm just tired of it all the time. I'm tired of it being about politics. Let's talk about something new than politics.
We'll talk about it right now.
But there's nothing out there to talk about because everybody's focusing on that stuff.
Well, I can talk about...
They're talking about Syria and how we bombed them.
I can talk about all kinds of stuff.
But you're not. She's not
Well, it's your show.
anything. It's our show. So, we talked about Ghost in the Shell.
We did?
We talked about a bunch of the other shows. You know what which reminds me we haven't caught up with is Riverdale.
We have not caught up with Riverdale. And
So
I like Riverdale.
I think we missed one show, and I have the last one recorded, so we need to watch that. I need to finish watching Iron Fist, which I like that. A lot of people don't like it as much as it's not Daredevil, but not much is going to be like Daredevil. Not much is going to be like The Flash, because their shows in their own... It seems like it's their own genre now. What, your mic is out? There's another mic on there. They should be able to hear you. Is mine out? Or can you still hear me?
They can hear you, they can't hear me. And that's because mine died. Batteries.
Oh.
Baterías.
Well, hit the other mic.
Where?
It should be plugged in. Hanging somewhere. Did you get it?
This one is like connected to... No, this is connected to the hard drive. I don't know.
Follow the second one.
What second
We're on the
one?
first channel. We are on the first channel. The second channel is the secondary mic.
This?
Yeah. So wherever that one is, which I think it's that, anyway, should be the mic.
Is the second channel turned on?
I don't know. Did you push it all the way up?
Oh, heck would I know.
Can you
Yeah.
hear her now? Can you
Channel
hear me
2.
now? Can you hear me now?
They said they can hear me a bit.
A bit.
So, Hopeful Survivor put something on eBay, but are those the self-lacing ones, Hopeful Survivor? Because I found the Air Mags, but they're not the self-lacing ones. So he wants the ones that lace themselves up. Because they have Air Mags that...
If those are ones that aren't, those are the ones that when... The first release.
They just have the LED lights. He doesn't want those.
What you time.
Yeah, he doesn't want those.
Not for $300. I'd maybe pay like $100 for them.
And then Geeky Hoodie says, Hoodie, the Archie show. He says, there's lots of stuff you can talk about, Vince. You're crazy. Look at what's trending. There's all kinds of geeky stuff. YouTube issues, conventions, The Expanse. Sprout Girl says, how about The Expanse? She recommends that. We haven't seen that. Geeky Hoodie says Iron Fist will join them all together. Iron Fist sucks.
I like it. But here's the thing. When I look for stuff to talk about, it's stuff that I'm interested in. If I'm not interested in it, you're gonna hear it and you're gonna see it in my face and how I talk about it like I'm not that interested in it. If I'm not interested, I'm not gonna talk about it.
Right, you can go on and, I mean, we can report stuff that you could go read about on the internet at any time, but it's not going to be, we're not going to be animated like we were earlier when we were having the discussion about the DC stuff. Like, that's one of the things that we're really into, so, I would agree with you on that, Vincent. We've tried that before in the past when we had the show before and when you had other co-hosts. We tried to do it kind of like as a straight news.
It doesn't work that way. Not the direction I want to go with.
Hoodie says that he likes Iron Fist, that it's fitting to his character in the comics. And I know you like it, Vince. I don't
Yeah.
like it. I thought it was a real snooze fest. I didn't like it. It bored the heck out of me. I liked Daredevil. I was all about Daredevil. I am super into Daredevil. I liked the way they did it. I liked the build-up. It was super frustrating. The whole build-up in that first season of Daredevil until he gets his costume and everything. It like antagonized me. And then, I don't know.
But I like Jessica Jones.
I didn't like Jessica Jones that much. I thought that was kind of boring.
I haven't.
Luke Cage was kind of boring.
Luke Cage was kind of boring.
Yeah.
But then you thought that Sense8 was boring. Was it
Sense8.
Sense8 was boring. I love that show.
Yeah.
That show was awesome.
It wasn't that it was boring. It was too convoluted. Like they jumped back and forth too much just for the sake of jumping back and forth. It seemed like.
But that was the point.
I didn't like it.
That's the entire point.
I don't like it.
Because they borrowed each other to be able to do stuff.
The Expanse I've actually been wanting to see, so I think I'm going to check that out, Sprout Girl. That's a good one to remind me of.
Which
one?
one?
The Expanse.
Which one? But what is it?
It's as far as I remember, it's the one about it's the space one. Shoot, I just lost my train of thought. Because they're going in and out of the door. There's more people coming in and out of the door. I haven't seen you in a really long time. Hi, child.
It's been like 2 days.
My youngest son. I've seen your car. I haven't seen you.
You saw me 2 days ago.
I saw you in Daddy's birthday.
Yeah, that's the 4th to the 7th.
Oh, by the way, happy birthday to Vince, everybody. Vince's birthday
thank
was
you.
on Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a space thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't
figured
think.
that, but
We'll watch it and then we can talk about it.
what is it on?
Netflix. It's a Netflix
Okay.
thing.
Do that. Orphan Black I liked.
Hoodie says, talk about your fandoms, talk about your local events you're attending, what are your geeks doing in San Antonio. But that's the thing, we don't have any time to attend any events. We don't go anywhere or do anything. Like we are just way too busy. That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not going to anything.
No, we haven't been in a while. It's just haven't had much of that time to do that.
Yeah.
But we will eventually. So keep checking us out. We'll be here. We'll try to be here every Friday. Hopefully now our Bob the Builder.
I don't know. Y'all didn't see him. He came in here for just a minute. Our contractor looks like Bob the Builder.
But he has an itty bitty hard hat.
He has a tiny hard hat. He should come over here. Come here and tell everybody hi. Any watching of Cosplay Melee? Is there a Cosplay Melee show? I didn't even know about that.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, it's a new one.
I'll watch that. I'd watch that.
What is it on? Is it on Sci-Fi? Or
Probably. That sounds like something that would be on Sci-Fi. Nolan was asking about that. I would totally watch that. I'm down for that. Come here. Talking about cosplay, this is our contractor and our friend. Come over. You got to get in front of the camera. Lean down with Vince.
Hey, Vince.
That's our contractor. Show him your back. Well, that was too fast. They can't see your artwork. So our contractor does cosplay. He comes in as Bob the Builder. Sometimes he wears a pink wig to entertain us. Yeah, he's a pretty funny guy. So we have all kinds of characters in our life.
He always ends up bringing some really old. In fact, it has some, like an old Star Trek kite.
Yeah, I'm still looking
like
for the
an
perfect,
old vintage Star Trek kite.
Perfect spot to hang that up. Yeah, I'm looking for the perfect spot. And then you got some really great art from your mom. It's Starry Night with the AT-AT.
The Starry Night with the AT-AT. That was like really cool.
Yeah, he'll have to put that up on Facebook and show you all that because that's pretty spectacular. And she got that on Wish. So if people like it, they can get it. She got it framed and it's real nice and everything. But yeah, it's something that people can get.
I just need to find a spot for it.
There are things we like. I think you're right, Hoodie. I
There's
think
stuff that we
been
like.
really bogged down with just work and work and work, not having any free time, me getting my college degree, remodeling the house. The political stuff is like really weighing heavy on us. We had a friend pass away on Tuesday. It's just kind of been a lot. So I think, I think that's some of it. So
I mean, when we see movies, we share them, and sometimes we just need a break. Sometimes we really just do need a break from everything. And a lot of times this isn't work for us. But
sometimes it's exhausting.
with
anyways.
everything, we're just so at a point where so much exhaustion. Like, I wanted to come home and sleep today.
Same. Yeah, me too.
And
but we wanted to share this because we feel like we're trying to speak for fandom and let people know what's out there and show people what they can do. So definitely want to keep doing this.
Definitely.
So we're
We're
going to
going
keep
to
it up.
keep doing this. Like I said, we'll try to be here and there. And once we get... And I think it'll be a lot easier and a lot less... I feel a little claustrophobic.
Yeah, I think that's overwhelming you too,
Yeah.
because everything's going on. So, but we do have things coming up that are going to kind of like push us in another direction. International Tabletop Day is coming up.
Yeah.
So
it was April 29th, and we'll actually be at Night Watch, and we'll be broadcasting live there and playing games. Tabletop games. So.
Yep, and send me some tabletop game vibes because on April 17th, I'm going to get the opportunity to throw my hat in the ring for a possible writing gig for a pretty big tabletop company. So just send me some good tabletop vibes and like maybe I can be the next.
Yeah, and what is it, next week or the week after that I'm going to do a career day at a middle school, at your middle school.
At my middle school, yep. And
So,
talk to them about web development. So
Talk to them about web development, so that'd be kind of cool. But thanks for checking us out. We really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to us yet, subscribe to us. If you like this video, do a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. Either one. Give us some suggestions if you want to hear about more stuff. Definitely let us know. If you get excited about it, get me excited about it so I can talk about it. There's things I might know that I'm not excited about it yet, so let me know. But again, thanks for checking us out. I'm Vince.
wait, I gotta switch the camera. I'm Colleen.
Geek out, SA.